Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela WebDev. In this video, we will learn about the filter operator. So this is the most commonly used filter operator. This is the operator in our daily coding. Now what is this filter operator? Filter items emitted by the source observable by only emitting those that satisfy the specified predicate. Predicate means we already know that it is a function which returns the boolean. Now it filters all the values emitted by the source observable. So whichever satisfies the given condition, those values only will be emitted to the output observable. So that is the meaning of this filter. Filter means adding a condition. So whatever the value satisfies the condition, it will be emitted to the output observable. So that is the filter. Unlike skip while, so if the condition satisfies means next the values, whatever the values will be emitted, so those all values will not be checked the condition, right? So it is not like that. For each and every value it will be checked the condition. So if the condition satisfies, then only it will be passed to the output observable. So that is the main difference of the filter. Now here it is accepting two parameters. First one is the predicate and another one is this argument. So this argument we will be not using. So why? Because so this is the old one. So in the upcoming what we can say, right now we are having 7th version, right? In the upcoming version, 8th version or something like that, this argument will be removed. As we are using arrow functions and all those things, there is no need of this argument. Now predicate is nothing but a function that evaluates each value emitted by the source observable. If it returns true, then the value is emitted. If false, the value is not passed to the output observable. The index parameter. So inside this predicate function, you will be able to get two parameters, that is value and the index. Index parameter is nothing but the index of the number. So starting from the 0, you will be having the index. So how the number of values it will be released. So here if you try to see the marble diagram, this is the marble diagram. Here we are having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the values emitted by the source observable. So each value will be passed to the filter, and whichever satisfies the condition, then only those will be passed. So here you will be able to see 0, it doesn't satisfy the condition. So that's why it is not emitted. So 1 satisfies the condition, 1 is emitted, 2 doesn't satisfy, 3 satisfies, and 4 doesn't satisfy. So that is the reason 1 and 3 got emitted to the output observable. So this is the marble diagram. So you will need to understand this one. Now here you will be having something like similarly to the well-known array prototype filter method, this operator takes value from the source observable, passes them through it. So same thing. So same you understood, right? So this is the thing. So let's try to see the practical implementation of this filter. I am opening here. So let's try to create filter operator pages. So I have created a component, and here let's try to add the router link. Here I am adding a router link filter. Here I will be using filter, and let's go to the app routing. Here I can add something like, yeah, I can copy and I can paste it here. So I can use filter, and here also I can use filter operator component. That's it. Now let's go to the filter operator inside this TS file. If I try to write the code, so on ng on init, let's see, we have a values of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have a values of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 off. Okay, now dot subscribe of data. So I will be trying to do console.log of data. Okay, now I want to add a filter. So that means condition. So whatever the values I want to allow. So filter of value, you will be getting the value. So now I can return something like value is greater than 3. Then only I will return the values. So let's add this filter at the top. Yeah, that's it. So now each value will be passed to the filter. So here if 1 is passed to the filter, so 1 is greater than 3, so it is not greater than 3. So then it will not be passed. 2, it is not greater than 3. 3, it is not. So 4 and 5 is the output. So here the output will be something like 4, 5. So these are the output it will be emitted. So let's try to see it. And if I go to the operators and if I go to the filter, here we got the output 4 and 5. So that is the thing. So now here the values all will be emitted. If I keep greater than or equal to 3 means, then if you try to see, the output will be 3, 4, 5. Okay. So normally generally how we will be checking these all the things is, so how where we will be using this filter is, so for example I have an event. Okay, I want to catch the event. So document, so enter document, whoever presses the enter document, I want to get the observable. So now dot subscribe of data, subscribe of data, and I will be using console.log data. Okay, so now wherever I click I will get an event. So let's try to see. So here filter, so now if I click here I am getting the pointer event, right? So I am able to get the event. Now I want to filter those events, I want to get the events which satisfies the, whenever I click on anchor element only I want to emit the event, or otherwise remaining all events I don't want to emit. So if I want to write a condition means I can filter this one. Sorry, here I have written wrong, right? So now I can do the pipe of filter. Okay, I can use the filter. So each event will come, and here I can check the event in a such a way that I need to return true, right? So return event dot target dot tag name. I can use the tag name. Tag name is equal to a. If it is a only, then only I need to enter. So here you are getting an error, right? So here you can check, you can tell that it is a type event, and here you can write something like these are all HTML, right? As HTML element. Okay, so you can add this one all like this. Yeah, that's it. So event target is an HTML element. Inside this one you will be having the tag name. So then this is a TypeScript thing, so you need to mention the data types and all those things. Now what I am doing here, so wherever you click on the document, capture the event. So that capture event will be sent as an observable to the filter, and here in this event I am checking that whether you clicked on that anchor element or not. So if you clicked on that anchor element only, then it will be passed to the subscribe. So if you try to see here, wherever I am clicking I am not able to get. So previously you are able to get, right? Now I click on this filter, so now you got the event. So why? Because I clicked on the anchor element. Now again I will click on the another one, so you got an event. Now again I am clicking on the filter. This time you see we are getting two events. I clicked on this filter only. Okay, so why we are getting two things? So why? Because we are getting two things is, so why you need to remember this one, as we have already discussed about this one. So whenever you subscribe to an observable, you need to unsubscribe. So that is the main thing. So here if you want to make something like event observable or something like this, I can have something like this, or event subscription. Okay, of type subscription. I can do of type subscription. That's it. Now if I go to the event subscription, here I can add this dot event subscription is equal to like this. Now whenever we are, so I need to use on destroy. So whenever this component is getting destroyed, so what I will try to do here, ng on destroy. So here I can write ng on destroy. So now here this dot unsubscribe. Okay, I can use like this. So this is, so here you will be telling like this, you can keep a bang operator. Now here this is the thing. So now if I try to refresh page, right now if I click on the filter I got a pointer event. I will go to something like distinct event. Okay, now again I will click on the filter. Now I am getting only one pointer element only. So that means what it will happen is, so whenever it is listening to the event, when you come again to this component, again this ng on it will be executed. Again and another new observable will be created. So that's why previous observable and the second observable both are emitting the events. That is the thing you need to remember. Whenever you are going out of the component means it's better to unsubscribe the observable. So this is the thing I want to explain you. Hope you understood about this filter operator. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.